let me welcome you to today's flight. It should be a nice flight for a VFR from Del Rio International to Ozona Municipal. As far as complexity goes, it should be a pretty simple flight. So, in case uh, you have any questions or further questions regarding the procedures or whatever that I don't touch, feel free to speak up and we'll cover that. Otherwise, the briefing should be pretty short. Let's take the weather from like your sources here, and let's take first the departure weather. Seems really nice. Clear skies, high temperature, pretty standard pressure, almost standard pressure, visibility, and very stable and light winds. A destination, what is kind of interesting is that the pressure is quite higher. I would not say like significantly, but it is like a difference of 50 feet or so. And it's only maybe 80 nautical miles away. So we have some pressure gradient there. And the winds are from from the south as well. Forecast, all of those from groups are like tomorrow, so the general forecast is pretty nice. The winds are basically the same as they are now, more than 6 statute miles and some very high clouds. Our destination doesn't have a TAV, but there is an airport nearby, and the only thing that I see is maybe some gusty wind as we can expect. Maybe it can also catch us there in our destination. If I look on these charts, let's just reload because that's safer. Let's take surface winds. As you can see from the south there, generally, if I check something at altitude, it's still pretty light. 10 knots or 15 knots at 6,000 feet. It's basically nothing, and we have some crosswind. If I look for clouds, I guess, yeah, we have clear skies everywhere around us, so nothing to speak about. Let's check some GR mats. Basically nothing in our vicinity. There is something here, turbulence low, and this line is a freezing line, I think, should be. SIGMET, significant weather, nothing around us. So there is basically nothing to speak about. It's really nice weather. Departure airport is Del Rio International, as already stated. It's hidden below the Class Charlie shelf of Laughlin Air Force Base. So when we are departing, we either need to talk with the approach if they are online, or we should underfly that until we are clear and can continue our ascent to our cruise altitude. It has one runway, 13 and 31. And today the wind are favoring 13, so we'll take it into account at our departure. Destination, we are getting into the higher field now, or higher field elevation. As you can see, it has almost 2,400 feet of elevation, and it's going to be more and more as we come more north and northwest. Again, one runway, 16 and 34, length is 6,000. Again, I expect a landing to the south, and in that case, we should easily be able to make the exit here. As far as route planning goes, I'll switch to the website again. It's pretty straightforward. As I already told, when we are here under the class Charlie, we will try to stay below 2,500 MSL. in order to stay below this. The field is at 1000, so that means 1500 AGL, staying below that. Then we overfly as far as my landmarks go. I plan to follow the river and roads. So first, this big lake or kind of a reservoir. I would overfly that. My first kind of landmark is this nice bend in the river. I should see it quite nicely on my right wing. And then I continue flying basically north. I can keep this river, in my sights. I can either follow it or just fly straight and, verify that it's still there. My next point should be where that river crosses a major road here. And from there, this road should be along the river as well. So it should be quite all right to identify that one. And then following that all the way to Juno and a little bit more northeast of Juno, where that road again departs the river and continues all the way. Okay, not this one. All the way to our destination of Ozona. There, again, a road comes there. There's some T section, a city, and behind that is the airport. Regarding the airspaces, already mentioned Class Charlie at Laughlin Air Force Base. Then we have the alert area, A633 Alpha, concentrated student jet training, which is around this Air Force Base. If I look in the notes for A633, then okay, it's MOA A633 Alpha, so it's to 7000, so it means surface to 7000. So just be wary of any aircraft jet that you can find or meet. And then we have Laughlin 1 military operations area, which and that floor of that is 9000, so that means 9000 and above is Laughlin 1. If I go to the map, you can see that Laughlin 1 MOA is this whole section here. But it starts at 9000 and above, so we should be pretty safe unless some of you fly higher. So that's regarding the route. Any questions regarding the route?
No, not at this stage.
Okay. In that case, let's switch to departure. If you check the chart supplement for our departure airport, you will see that runway 13 has a right traffic. So that's why this departure is depicted like this. Sorry. So I plan to take off on 13, then climb to at least 1,500 feet AGL. That means 2,500 MSL. Where's this? Here, 2,500 MSL. And then I would start making the turn, and I would maybe want to, cross the airfield at least 3,000 or 3,500. But I cannot, right? Because we have that class Charlie there. So that's if we talked to the ATC, then we could do that. Or if there is no ATC, then you could do that, climb straight away. If not, just ignore this 3,500, stay at 2,500, turn, and you can cross the airfield and be on your way. The radio call, this is an untowered field, so that means that we self-announce everything. That means we announce when we start a taxi, we announce when we are taking the runway. I will say it like this. I've seen it sometimes that people would make a call. Let's say that we are in the queue, right? We are queuing here and waiting for departure, actually there. And you know, someone is departing and another one's going on the runway, and they would just make a call, okay, I'm lining up runway 13. It's important to note that on untowered or at untowered fields, we don't line up on the runway and wait ever. So in that case, we wait in line behind the hold short line, and when we are ready for takeoff, we announce our takeoff, take the runway, and go. We don't linger on it because it is an untowered field. We don't know what's behind you. You don't want to be sitting on the runway with some possible traffic, landing behind you. So really take that runway for as little time as possible. All right. En route portion, that's as always, the main is aviate, navigate, communicate. So be sure that your aircraft is under control. Then you navigate properly. And if you have that option or still like a mental space, then you also communicate. You should be able to do that. Always keep track of your progress. For that, there is like a great feature on SkyVector that it will prepare your navlog for you. So you can track the time that it takes from one fix to the other. It will give you your magnetic heading, and you can fly that in um, like how to say it. Your main point of like orientation is the landmarks, but this is kind of like a secondary um, helper, or not secondary. It's the second primary one, and you should keep the track. And if you think that you are seeing some that you see some landmark that you marked with your fix, but let's say that you're flying from that city to that crossroad of the river and road, it should take 9 minutes, and you think that you are already above it, but only 5 minutes have passed, or 7 minutes have passed, and you know that's probably not it yet. The key thing is to, of course, maintain the true airspeed that you planned with, and also, yeah, that one. And also keep the altitude because the winds might be different at the different altitudes. In the simulator, we have big advantage that the weather usually agrees with the prediction. In real life, those numbers will never completely agree to each other. But that's why you also should keep your eyes outside of the aircraft and actually seeing the landscape and landmarks and land features that you planned with. If we had an ATC, we could ask for flight following. There is like example how to do that if you want to do that. And the flight following will inform you about like a new altimeter settings, or it will inform you about the traffic, and it's overall a good service to have. Uh, then we have an arrival. Since if you're flying the same route as I do, then it means that you will be arriving from the south here. And in order for us to kind of join the traffic pattern in a recommended way, shortly before that airport, you should like break off to the right and make sure that you are away from the traffic pattern, and then you can join that downwind on left 45. Sorry, left downwind on a 45 degrees angle. Please give me a minute here. Okay, I'm back. So this is the recommended entry procedure. Um, you should be already at traffic pattern altitude when joining. Whatever you do, do not descend in the pattern. So make sure that you are on that altitude already before joining that. The purpose of this is that when you are flying here, you can look here to the left. If there is anybody else, flying in the pattern, and if there is, you need to give way to them because they have a right of way. And when you're flying like that, it's pretty easy to give way. You just turn right and make a circle and try again. try again to join that. And from there, you just continue normally, to land on that runway. The first position call that you should make when coming to the airport is at least, or at the latest, at 10 miles out. And the call can be something like Ozona traffic, November 123 Alpha Bravo, Cessna 172, 10 miles south of the airport at 4,000 feet. We'll be joining left downwind on runway 16. And that is, of course, if you have the weather. If you don't have the weather, then be my guest, overfly the field, some 500 feet above the traffic pattern altitude. Check the windsock, check the wind, and then it's kind of don't know what is exactly recommended. If to fly away, probably fly away from the field at least 2 nautical miles, and then just do a teardrop here into the pattern. So you can join that left downwind. If there is nobody around, you don't see anybody, nobody's talking on the radio, I don't think it's such a problem to just fly like to the crosswind, descend and just, continue in the traffic pattern. I believe that's also good. In any case, you should always exercise, some good judgment, and um, those recommended procedures are there for a reason. It's not like a complete mantra. The important thing is to stay safe. And if there is anybody else in the pattern already, especially in that case, you try to stick to those recommended procedures. They are developed around safety. So after the initial call, the next one can be when you are joining that pattern. And then in the USA, you should announce each and every leg. So you would announce when joining downwind, then you would announce when turning base, and you would announce when turning final. If you're doing some touch and goes, then next announcement would be when turning crosswind and then when turning downwind. Your intentions, what to do. I believe that the good thing is to maybe announce it on the downwind, that it's going to be a full stop or touch and go, but definitely announce it on final. If nowhere else, then tell it to the final. So it would be like Ozona traffic, November 123 Alpha Bravo, final runway 16, full stop. Of course, when you vacate the runway, you should announce that as well. So there we go, flaps down. I'll check how much fuel it. So full fuel here and a lot of fuel here in the second tank. In order for me to properly drain tanks sump, I need to have this on. Good. Right. So let's turn the master off and let's go for inspection. Walk around. Yep. So let's try that. Seems good. Yes, I will check the hinges also. There I will check the fuel quantity. Yeah, there is some fuel in there. I need to take a sump. Yeah, looks good. What is this one? That's some strange. Yeah, okay, that's because there is a wing of the Cessna, but there's a light. Take the tie down out. We'll check the fuel quantity there. It should be full. Yeah, that's full. Good. Let's close it. This one go, and I forgot to set a parking brake, but it should be fine. Let's open this. Yeah, looks nice. Okay, want to close it. There we go. Propeller clear, everything looks good. Let's check the oil quantity. Yeah, we have like 8 quarts. Let's close it. Fuel on the other side. Should be full. Yeah, it is. Let's put this out, this out, this out, and it's clear. Landing light is good. Check the fuel quantity there. Yep. And some bit. Very good. It's great. Static port. Good. And tie down. Another static port. Yeah, we should have one bag in it. Good. The rest stays out. And that's all. So 20 or 30 degrees there. That's good. So let's get it started. Okay, for some reason, I have my. Let me switch my levers on my throttle quadrant. Put it in a different place. Now it's correct. So mixture in, this one in, throttle just a crank. I want to use the wingtips. Yep. I will put on that parking brake. Yes. We'll put on the beacon. All right. Fuel pump. And observe the fuel pressure there. Good. Primer. It's quite hot, so I believe that two strokes is enough. And then we can start the engine. Magnetos. Clear. Good. Look at the pressure. All pressure is good. Reduce RPM a little bit. Avionics, go on. Mixture goes out a little bit. Okay. This one goes VFR. Yes, we have Unicom there. That's good. Nearest, yes. Map and timer. Good. I'll stay with the timer there. Reset. Good. Right. Alright, lights looks good. So let's put on navigation lights. We have our headset on. Our headphones. This is off. This is on.
Rio traffic, Skyhawk 6529 Lima, taxi runway 13, Delaware.
Okay, we're gonna be taxiing as well.
Del Rio traffic, November 31 Victor Lima, turning right downwind 13 Del Rio.
But give me 1 minute, I'll be right back.
Del Rio traffic, Skyhawk 75600, taxi to runway 13, Del Rio.
Rio traffic,
And I'm back.
36 Echo departing runway 13, right downwind departure, Rio.
Okay, so that is about there. Del Rio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche, taxiing to runway 13, Del Rio. Okay, so both
Del Rio
throttle
traffic
brake
number
on,
31
off.
Victor Lima, turning right base, runway
Let's go.
13 will be behind the departing traffic, Del Rio. Del Rio traffic number 31 Victor Lima, final 13, touch and go, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, turning right crosswind, runway 13, Del Rio. Del Rio traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, turning right downwind, runway 13, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic number 31 Victor Lima, departing 13, Del Rio.
There we have him.
Del Rio traffic number 31 Victor Lima, turning right crosswind 13, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, downwind, right downwind, runway 13, clear of the pattern, departing northwest at 2000, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic number 31 Victor Lima, turning right downwind 13, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic, Skyhawk 75600, departing from runway 13, Del Rio traffic.
Del Rio traffic, November 31, Victor Lima, turning right base 13 for one last touch and go, Del Rio. We'll be behind the departing traffic.
Del Rio area traffic, RO36 Echo, just passing Amistad Dam, 2,300, climbing 6,500, tracking northwest, final call, Del Rio.
Let's take this place as well for our run-up. And since I'm not yet that familiar with this aircraft, I will do a run-up according to my checklist
Del Rio
here.
traffic, November 31, Victor Lima, turning up final, about a 1 mile final, 13, Del Rio.
Okay, so let's do parking brake. Alright, and just for the fun of it, let's bring up the engine analyzer there, just to see how it's going. So, we have run-up position, into wind, brakes, hold, yes, fuel quantity. Fuel quantity is good. Yeah, quite alright. Fuel selectors, desired tank, yeah, mixture is required, so let's do full reach. Throttle 2000 RPM. RPM. Looking for engines, oil pressure, oil temperature, fuel pressure, good. Magnetos, check magnetos. So first, right magneto. Back to both. Left magneto. Yeah.
Del Rio traffic, November 31, Victor Lima, departing 13. We'll
cycle
be
3
making a right downwind
times.
departure, Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic, Skyhawk 75600, turning right downwind, runway 13.
Okay. Then reduce to 1500 RPM. Check steady. It is steady. Carb heat. Yep. Alright.
And Del Rio traffic, number 31, Victor Lima, turning right, crosswind,
Looks
runway
good.
13, Del Rio.
Let's go for it. Park brake.
Del Rio
Off.
traffic, Skyhawk 6529 Lima, taking off, runway 13, Del Rio.
This looks like a whole short line.
Del Rio traffic,
Not
number
sure
31,
really.
Victor Lima, turning right downwind, runway 13, Del Rio.
Stay here. Okay, so flaps 1. Transponder is already on altitude. Alright, let's go for it. Del Rio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, taking off runway 13, Del Rio. Landing lights, strobe lights. Altimeter is set. Directional gyro is set. Full mixture.
Del Rio traffic, number 31, Victor Lima, leaving the area on an extended right downwind of runway 13 at 2000. We'll overfly the Amistad Dam, Del Rio traffic.
Nothing there. Airspeed is live. Brakes. Gear up. Yes, I didn't check the elevator trim. My bad. Okay, flaps up. And I fly intentionally a little bit faster. Landing lights off. I will start the timer when I will overfly the field.
Del Rio area traffic number 31 Victor Lima is over the southeastern edge of the lake at 2,000, climbing to 4,500 Del Rio.
Del Rio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie after takeoff from runway 13. I'm making a right turn and will overfly the field at 2,500 feet. Del Rio. First heading will be 339er, basically. For 339er, I should turn, yeah, the 339er, so it's about there. Del Rio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, overhead the field at 2,500 and continuing north. Del Rio. And timer goes on. Alright. I'm doing nice, 45% power. Final right. And the first leg, let's actually go here. I have the map. So first leg is 15 nautical miles. Should be flying there basically. So let's correct my course. There is an aircraft there. Right, so once again, yeah, this should take us there about. And we should arrive, should take us around 7 minutes to get there. And I can continue my climb now. So put it to, oh, not down, okay. Should we? No. Just want to, one, off position. There we go. Flaps are up, yes. And we are above 3,000 feet, so let's put the mixture in a little bit. Right, nearing 4,500. So let's level off. Accelerate a bit. And then reduce some power. good. As you can see, we are getting into some hilly terrain there, which is nice. And being there, it's actually my reporting point. So let's reset the timer, 6 and 36. That means we arrived at 6:36, that would be 6.6. And now we fly 338, which is basically the same, and 9 miles. And this is the river we will be following, keeping it to our right. It's gonna be difficult to actually keep our gyro synchronized because we are like turning and banking all the time. So let's see. Yeah, it's moving quite a bit. But we are flying roughly like there, so should probably try flying like 50% power. See how that goes. And let's try to lean. Let's actually try to use this lean finder, ROP. Leanest, okay. A bit richer, good. So, engines running good, fuel pressure, oil temperature. I have tanks. I have enough fuel in tanks. I would like to synchronize my gyro, but that seems to be impossible. Let's see. 340, maybe slightly to the left there. Just slightly. Should take me about 9 minutes. So at the end of it, we should be crossing that river again. So maybe at, let's say, 7.5 minutes. Looks like the river there. Maybe we're flying closer to the river than I would like. Oh, actually no, this one there will be here. Yeah, I should be flying somewhere there, so let's head for it. We climbed just slightly, so let's get back. Right, 7 minutes. Well, the road is kind of invisible to me. But I guess it will be joining right there somewhere. I forgot to change my graphics settings, so give me just a moment there. So I think following the road might become difficult. So let's say that I'm there. So let's reset. 920. 9.3, let's say. And now I should be getting parallel and crossing the river, just crossing it, and the road, which is here. So I'll just slightly correct my course so we can fly over there. Engine's still doing good. Honestly, don't know where I would land if it quit. My next reporting point is the town of Yuna. The time should be just 5 minutes. I think it's gonna be there. This might be the road that goes further north here. In that case, Juno should be someplace there, full of trees. The next course should be around 343. Or just 343. Yeah, it's about there. What I'll follow is basically this road. It should take me all the way to Ozona. Okay, let's reset. 5.4. And let's go 9 minutes. To our top of descent actually. So no, the next user fix. 9 miles. Following, where is that road? This one? Let's see. No, the road should go to the right. To the right and then goes back, I guess. Right. Yeah, I believe it's... Okay, this is actually the road. Goes there. Okay. Looking at the checklist, and sometimes the aircraft just does what it wants to do. So 9 minutes and roughly, okay, so I did have a point here. Yeah. So roughly in 1/2 should be getting there. That's about right. next check is when the two roads and one river gets together. In about 4 minutes. So 2 more minutes. So could this be it? No, if I see some river, but there seems to be a road. But if there is a river, I don't know. Yeah, but I believe, what else could it be? Well, let's get the weather. Our destination. 6 from 230. Gusting 16. 7 statute miles clear, okay. And 29904, so the pressure goes lower. Already set the pressure to 99904, fly there. Yeah, it's probably a river. No, that's a road. Well, in any case, I believe I'm at the right position. So let's say it's 8.75. Reset. And let's continue along the road. And at this point, we are about 13 miles away.
Ozona traffic, 36 Echo, runway 16 located. Ozona.
I believe this is the road that I should follow, at least it goes left and right. So I'll do Ozona traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 10 miles south of the field at 4,700 feet at QNH 29904. We'll be joining our left downwind turn runway 16, Ozona. It takes us around 5 minutes to get there, so not that far away. If there will be Ozona, in that case There should be an airfield someplace there. So I'll stay on this side because I want to come from the east. The airfield elevation is about 2,400 feet, so we'll do a 3,400, joining the pattern. Already turned that to 16. As you can see, we're flying basically aligned with that. There's Ozona, and there's probably a runway there. So just circle around it a little bit. Start slowly descending.
It's fairly gusty on final. Anyone arriving?
Roger.
Yeah, it seems that like that from the METAR. And the wind is from the right, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so let's get to it. Fuel pump is gonna be on. Mixture, well, let's give it full reach. Let's increase our prop and reduce some power.
Ozona traffic, number
Landing lights on.
31 Victor Lima, about 20 miles to the 3,600 inbound for left downwind 16 Ozona.
Ozona traffic, Skyhawk 6529 Lima, 10 miles to the east-south, 4,000 feet, inbound for full stop, Ozona.
Ozona traffic, number 31 Victor Lima. Roger, last aircraft heading in will probably be number 2 behind you, Ozona traffic. Currently 18 miles to the east, 3,600 Ozona traffic.
Ozona traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, joining left downwind runway 16 at 45. Ozona. Alright, gears going down, first notch of flaps. And we go down. Ozona traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning left base, runway 16, Ozona. And the visibility is getting worse. Second notch of flaps.
And Ozona traffic number 31 Victor Lima, about 7 miles to the east, 3,300 for the left downwind 16 Ozona.
It's a little bit gusty, so I'll just keep flaps 2, I guess. We're still a little high. Ozona traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning final runway 16, full stop, Ozona. Or do we do full flaps?
And Ozona traffic number 31 Victor Lima, we're about 7 miles east, 3,300. Where's that Skyhawk at in the pattern?
Ozona traffic, 6529 Lima, we're about 4 miles to the south, 3,400 feet. We'll be in our left downwind for 16 here, Ozona.
So let's try it.
And Ozona traffic number 31 Victor Lima, roger that. Looks like it'll work out perfectly. We'll be number 2 behind you, Ozona traffic.
Ozona traffic, Skyhawk 75600, 10 miles to the south at 3,400, inbound to land on runway 16, Ozona traffic.
Ozona traffic, Skyhawk 6529 Lima is left downwind from runway 16, Ozona.
Okay, landing lights off.
Yeah, so traffic number 31 Victor Lima is about 4 miles southeast, 3,400 entering the 45 left downwind runway 16 Ozona, number 2.
Ozona traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 16 is vacated, Ozona.
And Ozona traffic, Skyhawk 29 Lima turning left base, runway 16, Ozona.
Alright, parking brakes on.
Ozona traffic, Skyhawk 29 Lima turning final, runway 16, full stop, Ozona.
Radios
Yeah,
off.
Ozona traffic number.
Transponder off, yes, it's done. Avionics master off, master switch off. Throttle closed. Mixture idle cutoff. Magnetos off. Control wheel secure. Where's my mouse? There it is. Doors, windows closed. Well, yeah, tie down secure. So let's do tie downs. And wheel chucks, and I can release the parking brake. There we go. So we are at the destination. We'll be waiting for others to arrive, but in the meantime, I'll just close the things as well. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.